We might witness the first iPhone SE with Face ID, Apple's first slim iPhone model, and the company's first 5G modems inside the iPhone. Additionally, since the current wave of Apple Intelligence features feels like only the beginning, we'll probably get a far deeper look at Apple's AI intentions for the iPhone. Apple's ambitions for the iPhone in 2025 are heavily weighted. It's more difficult than ever to persuade iPhone owners to upgrade at a time when people are keeping their phones longer. 44% of smartphone owners only purchase a new phone when their old one has to be replaced. However, Apple may find it simpler to entice potential customers with reported new models like the iPhone 17 Slim and a redesigned, less expensive iPhone. That is, if it does it correctly. There's a chance that the extra stealth design will cost more if Apple does introduce a much slimmer iPhone. Additionally, Apple will be under pressure to dazzle customers with new features next year, considering the lackluster reaction Apple Intelligence has had thus far. The iPhone 17 Slim. Apple is continuing to use the same conventional bar design that the iPhone has had since its launch, even if Samsung, Google, and other Android phone manufacturers have screens that can be folded in half. However, it has been stated that the corporation is thinking of radically altering the iPhone's design by making it much slimmer. Apple may debut a far thinner iPhone in 2025 rather than an iPhone 17 Plus, according to reports from The Information, Bloomberg, and TEF International Securities analyst Ming-Chi Kuo. The phone's primary selling point would be its elegant appearance. Except from a few concessions, its specs would probably be comparable to those of the regular iPhone 17. For instance, according to Kuo, this phone will only have one back camera rather than the two that the iPhone 16 and 16 Plus have. According to the expert, it would also have the same chipset as the base iPhone 17. If the iPhone 17 Slim is a success, it might be the catalyst Apple needs to pique interest in its non-Pro models. In other words, a stylish makeover might encourage customers to upgrade because they want to rather than because they have to. In order to make its normal iPhones feel newer than their predecessors, Apple has been introducing features from the Pro models, such as the Action button and Dynamic Island, to the regular models during the past 2 years. However, Apple would be launching a completely new iPhone design with the iPhone 17 Slim for the first time since the original Plus was introduced in 2022. However, that phone didn't feel as new and unique as the iPhone 17 Slim is probably going to. Rather than simply altering the screen's dimensions, it appears like Apple is redesigning the iPhone's design to make it feel more portable and high-end than a standard iPhone, a value proposition that isn't all that far from that of a foldable phone that folds like a flip phone. For instance, flip phones are notable for their unusual appearances and smaller forms. Both of those requirements would likely be met if Apple released a more streamlined iPhone. According to The Information, there is a possibility that the iPhone 17 Slim will have certain compromises, especially in terms of price, as it may cost more than the Pro Max model. Although it's hard to know until Apple delivers the product, if it happens at all, the phone's remarkable thinness may potentially create durability issues. According to analyst Jeff Pu, the gadget is reportedly 6mm thin, making it noticeably more streamlined than the 7.8mm iPhone 16. According to ET News, the iPhone 17 lineup will also probably include new processors from Apple and screens with greater refresh rates on all 4 models. At the moment, only the Pros have this feature. According to expert Jeff Pu, a 24-megapixel selfie camera with greater resolution would be included in all upcoming iPhone models. 2. iPhone SE. It is anticipated that the iPhone SE will receive an upgrade. According to Bloomberg and Kuo, the 4th generation of Apple's entry-level phone, which the firm is anticipated to debut in 2025, would feature a 48-megapixel camera, Apple Intelligence, Face ID, the Action button, and an edge-to-edge display similar to Apple's previous iPhones. Compared to the current model, which was released in 2022 and resembles an iPhone 8 with the same chip as the iPhone 13, it would be a significant redesign. For people who want to upgrade their current iPhone, but don't want high-end features like a smoother screen and an extra camera, those changes alone might make the iPhone SE an appealing choice. In terms of style, screen size, and camera capabilities, Android phones such as the Google Pixel 8a have been surpassing the iPhone SE. However, it appears that this could change with the upcoming generation. The iPhone SE 4 may be very unique for another reason. It might offer a preview of Apple's initial cellular modem. According to Bloomberg, Apple is allegedly working on its own modem, the element that allows phones to connect to cellular networks, in an effort to lessen its dependency on rival and longtime partner Qualcomm. According to the source, when the iPhone SE 4 releases next spring, it will be the first Apple product to include the modem before it spreads to other high-end handsets. According to Bloomberg, Apple's first modem is reportedly less powerful than Qualcomm's. It won't handle millimeter wave 5G, for instance. However, by giving Apple more control over its product development cycle, the plan might eventually lead to improved performance and additional features, similar to what its M-series CPUs have done for the Mac. 3. Enhanced Apple Intelligence capabilities. A preview of Apple's idea for how AI may improve the use of our phones was given in October with the formal launch of Apple Intelligence, the company's first significant foray into consumer-facing AI. However, neither the first wave of improvements nor the second phase, which debuted in December, significantly altered the iPhone. The current version of Apple Intelligence mainly includes assistance features for activities like deleting items from photos, rewriting text, and using Siri to receive tech advice, as well as the capability to generate graphics and emojis in response to prompts. Additionally, Siri now integrates ChatGPT, and owners of the iPhone 16 may activate visual intelligence, which uses the camera to learn about the world around you by pressing the camera button. However, with the help of Siri, Apple will begin establishing the foundation for what may be a more significant change in the way we use our phones next year. To aid with answering inquiries, Apple's virtual assistant will be able to comprehend what's on your phone screen, take action within apps, and include personal context into responses. These modifications might make Siri a much more powerful virtual assistant and pave the way for a more widespread trend of iPhone software becoming smarter. According to Bloomberg, Apple does have bigger plans to update Siri with more advanced large language models, the same technology that powers ChatGPT. Similar to Google's Gemini and OpenAI ChatGPT, this new Siri would be able to respond to queries more rapidly and naturally. According to the article, even if Apple makes the announcement next year, the overhaul isn't anticipated to happen until 2026. If this is true, Apple's real response to Google's chatbot and OpenAI would launch considerably later than its rivals, increasing the pressure on Apple's technology to succeed. However, Apple views this as a long-term strategy and prefers to wait until it has mastered its own distinct method rather than attempting to catch up, which is how it operates. In a recent interview with Wired's Stephen Levy, Apple CEO Tim Cook responded, "We view it sort of like multi-touch, which enabled the smartphone revolution and the modern tablet," when asked if he had thought about charging for Apple Intelligence. In 2025, a foldable iPhone is not likely to be released. Although there have been rumors about an iPhone that can bend in half for years, one is unlikely to be seen anytime soon. According to Bloomberg, Apple is working on a bending iPhone and a foldable iPad, but the foldable iPhone won't be available until at least 2026. In the face of stagnant sales and lengthy upgrade cycles, Android phone manufacturers have turned to foldable designs as a way to breathe new life into the smartphone market. Although the International Data Corporation projects that the market for foldable phones would expand by 10.5% in 2024, growth is slowing as phone makers, especially those in China, where foldables are more popular, are concentrating on generative AI. For the appropriate kind of customer, foldable phones can be useful, but most people find it difficult to justify their exorbitant cost. It will require a strong argument to persuade consumers to try something different because traditional phones are so embedded in our daily lives. Apple may share this viewpoint, as seen by the company's decision to hold off on releasing a foldable phone and its apparent lack of urgency. Nothing is guaranteed until Apple makes its new goods public. However, if the rumors are accurate, 2025 will bring much more than just another iPhone release. Expectations for new products like Apple Intelligence and possibly a foldable iPhone in the future are especially high because Apple is known for demonstrating to customers the benefits of new technologies rather than being the first to market. Similar to Google's Pixel phones, the design in the picture that Bew posted unifies all of the phone's rear lenses onto one oval-shaped bar. According to rumors, the new design would use aluminum and glass instead of the titanium that Apple has been promoting. If the firm decides to create a 4th generation edition of the low-cost phone, there is also conjecture that the Majin Buu image may be for a new iPhone Southeast model. So that's all we know for now. We'll be sure to keep you updated as soon as we have more information. Thanks for watching.